Hey YouTube, this is Carl KC8YLT making a quick video show my progress on my 40 meter conversion on my Cobra 148F. I'm going to talk a little bit what I've done to the transmit and show a little bit more on the receive here. The radio starts out at, like I said in the last video, at 6.995 megahertz, and it goes up to 7.375, I believe it is. The radio does seem to have a pretty good receive. It is fairly selective and sensitive, like I said before. That noise there, I'm getting it on the R1000 receiver also. Channel selector moves in 5 kc increments. Clarifier is approximately 6 kcs wide. The A channels, I was asked about the A channels. Those are channels that exist between channels 3 and 4, 7 and 8, 11 and 12, 15, 16, 19 and 20. I'm going to have to add an extra switch to cover those gaps in frequency.
My daughter lives in Annapolis, Maryland, and we got a sloper pointed out more or less in your direction, so you should be hearing us reasonably well. We seem to do over from 78 there, but yeah, you got a good sound in our forward. If you want to take
I've got a harmonic on 7.2 megahertz because I'm using a 7.2 megahertz crystal for this conversion. Same crystal I'm using on the 20 meter band, which is 7.2 meg, and on the 75-80 meter band conversion, which is 7.2 meg. I found a crystal that'll work on all three bands, but I have to rewind the VCO coil. With the mods I've done to the receive and the radio, it is very sensitive. Real strong signals or someone up close to you will overload it a little bit. There's no receive preamp in this radio. My videos before I made all my conversions showed my 2 transistor preamp I designed using the receive and also as a transmit driver coming off the SO42P transmit mixer. I no longer use that 2 transistor configuration. The receive, all mods done to it, I try to keep use of as much of the radio's own circuitry as possible, and I'll explain more of that here in a moment. And the transmit, I'm using the 2SC 1973 pre-driver that was originally placed in the radio and part of the original design, but I'm using it now as a low power 40 meter RF amp, and it's driving a 2SC 2166. I know the 2SC 2166 is not designed to operate on 40 meters, but it will operate at low power down there with minimal heat dissipation. It really doesn't run hot. And I'm using a LM317T adjustable voltage regulator as a bias supply to give me my 65 millivolts that I need for the bias voltage on the base of the 2SC 2166. I'll talk about more of that here in a moment.
Please away. I've seen those conditions start a lot of arguments.
AM crew is in there tonight. Let's do a quick transmission test here. We'll go to 7.250. We'll do the AM mode first. Continuation on all the way. Okay, first thing we're going to do is tune this up for transmit. Problem I'm having with the transmit on this radio, there is no tank circuit in it right now for the coming off the transmit final drive amplifier, or a tank circuit going up to the first stage receive amp. So when receiving, like right now, I've got the antenna tuned for maximum receive, close to resonance to 40 meters as I can get. Now here on transmit, I've got to readjust everything for a maximum power. I'm trying to watch the meter and do the tuning here and everything at the same time. Well, this is getting a little time consuming. Let's see here. Okay, that's about a 3.5 watt carrier here on the tuner. I'm not using the dummy load, I'm going straight to the antenna, which is non-resonant for 40 meters. RF test, RF test. Okay, let's go with peak. RF test, RF test. This is Kilo Charlie 8 Yankee Lima Tango. I don't know why they put peak on here. Oh, sorry about the shaking. Okay, let's go single sideband. RF test, RF test. This is Kilo Charlie 8 Yankee Lima Tango. As you can see, the standing wave is super high. RF test. But we can do a quick monitor here. We'll try the AM mode first. RF test, RF test. RF test, RF test. This is Kilo Charlie 8 Yankee Lima Tango. RF test, RF test. This is Kilo Charlie 8 Yankee Lima Tango. Okay, let's go to lower sideband. Gotta retune. RF test, RF test, RF test. Let's see if we can get it closed. RF test, RF test. This is Kilo Charlie 8 Yankee Lima Tango. RF test, RF test. This is Kilo Charlie 8 Yankee Lima Tango. And this concludes the test. Kilo Charlie 8 Yankee Lima Tango out. Now that's a quick test. Hopefully nobody heard me. I wasn't interrupting anybody. Okay. Let's do a real quick peek inside here. Like I said in my past video, these disc capacitors here are added to the tuned RF stages in the receive. Over here you see one for the transmit. There's a coil leading up to the 2SC 1973 pre-driver. This capacitor resonates that coil down to 40 meters. This disc capacitor here is to resonate the RF transformer that's for the receive and transmit mixer RF transformer. Also over here, 2 disc capacitors added to the IF section. I did away with one of the IF transformers, or I did away with using it to give me a little bit more gain, and I had to add these 2 disc capacitors to clean up any cross modulation, or interference from shortwave broadcast. Also, if you look over here, it's kind of hard to see, there are 2 2.2K resistors. This is added to the AGC circuit. This gives me more gain in the receive mode, in the AM and SSB mode, receive. It actually speeds AGC up a little bit better, a little bit faster. Some people like that, some people don't. But it really helps with bringing the receive sensitivity up. As you can see here on the board, I've also got some solder flux I've got to wash off yet. Let's have a look here at the transmit RF final before I run out of time. This is our LM317T bias regulator. It's a adjustable voltage regulator. That variable resistor right there adjusts our low voltage. Filter capacitor for it. 2SE2166 RF final. 2 chokes added to keep amplified RF from being fed back into the DC supply. There's no tank circuit added yet. I'm working on that. Over here is the transmit receive relay, doing the transmit receive switching. But if y'all have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll make more videos there, but right now I'm getting close to running out of time. But once again, this is Carl, KC8YLT, saying thanks for watching, and 73s and good DX.